What the hell has just happened? In the last 48 hours, the European Super League has nearly completely blown Euro 2020 out of the water. Thank God for football fans. Thank God for fan power. Thank God for everybody who condemned it right from the start. We very nearly got to a point where Euros wasn't going to happen because all these players and the top 6 clubs would have been banned. Well, it'd have probably gone ahead, but it would have ended up with nothing like the tournament any of us wanted. So thank the gods Euro 2020 is still alive. No thanks to the Big 6 and their disgraceful actions. So without further delay, let's get into this video. It's just a quick one to go over, what on earth's just gone off. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome to Seth, the Channel England Football. My name's Gary and we're going to get straight into this. Absolutely no messing around. 48 hours ago, 72 hours ago probably now, all European football fans were sat at home thinking the season's coming to an end, we're getting ready for the Euros, and then this bombshell drops. This absolute bombshell saying that there's going to be 6 teams from England breaking away to form this European Super League. And not only that, it was going to be a closed league. And then it almost seemed like every minute we was having UEFA, FIFA, Boris Johnson, fans, everyone was coming out condemning it, Gary Neville, and and everyone going mental on Sky Sports. And we're thinking, and then I started to hear rumours, I was starting to hear rumours saying that Euro 2020 isn't going to go ahead. And I was just like, what the hell? How can it not go ahead? And they were talking about every single player that's linked with these top 6 clubs wouldn't be allowed to be involved in international football, banning these teams. And I was just thinking, we're within grasp of what we all need, a major tournament, bring everyone together, particularly with the England-Scotland game in my last video I was talking about. And I thought they're going to blow it. They're going to absolutely blow international football, not only for the Euros, but forever. And it just shows you how important this game is and how fragile it is. We've got to get these billionaires out of these clubs, and we've got to get back to being fan run for the fans, for the working class fan. Get these ticket prices down. Start to realise, what we've got here. I heard today on the radio, these football owners, they are not the owners of these clubs. Yes, they have the front door key, I think somebody said, but they do, they are not the landlord. The landlord is the fan. And the fact that they've risked, or even the national team, because the whole concept of football within this country, within Europe, would have been blown out with this. Thank God, people, the fans, the Chelsea fans, thank you. Liverpool fans, thank you. Man United fans, thank you. All the fans of these big clubs that came out in voice, and in numbers quickly, and mobilised, and social media campaigns, and it was fast, it was ferocious, and it's got it stopped in its tracks. And these clubs now need to be held accountable. These clubs need to be fined. They need points deducting. The owners need forcing out of these clubs as well to protect our national sport and our club football. The fact of the matter is, I was hearing one person saying, Gareth Southgate should come out now and say, I'm not going to pick any of these players. It's not for Gareth Southgate to come out and say that. Gareth Southgate sat there like the rest of us, probably shell-shocked. It was up to UEFA and FIFA, but I was, oh my God. Imagine if the Euros would have been called off. Just imagine that. Then the World Cup, and then, if this tournament would have gone ahead, you'd have ended up, I think, for anyone in this country who knows what darts is like, you've got 2 completely different areas of darts that call themselves the World Championships, and it's just, and there's no way darts benefits from that. And you've got this, but that would have been even worse, because what you've essentially creating within European football is a closed shop. These 6 teams, or whatever, 12 I think it was originally, saying that they're the best teams in Europe and no one else can ever compete with them because we're going to be earning this money every year. But by the way, we also still want to be in the Premier League and Serie A and La Liga. I'm sorry, but I have never seen ever a worse reading of a room than this. You know, these owners, and it's got to be said, American-led owners, where sport is nothing in America compared to what it is like the rest of the world. It's not about competition. It's about making money. You know, the NFL, the baseball, all of these sports are designed and they were built in a way to maximise on commercial routes. So, you know, they have long breaks, they go on for a long time, there's a lot of stoppages. It's all about, you know, advertising and making money. That's not how the game works in the UK or in Europe for that matter, and it certainly isn't how it works where they're owned by billionaires and you can just move teams around wherever you like. We can have closed shops leagues. No, these leagues have been in place for over 100 years. You know, some even 150 years, and they've came in and made it all about money. And football is all about money, all right. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I love international football. I've gone off club football long time ago, and this is one of the reasons why I've created this channel based on international football. Yes, it's still the millionaire footballers, and it's still about money, but it's not the same. You know, you can't buy England football team. You know, you can't drag England football team into European Super League. You know, the national team is always going to be something different for me, and that is why I love watching England. But the fact is that this European Super League, nearly even cost me and England fans and every fan in this country and in Europe their national team as well. And it's a disgrace, and they need stopping. You know, I just cannot believe that it even got this far. I just don't know what meeting they had. What was there, like 12 of them in a room on a Zoom meeting, most of them foreigners, most of them not from Europe, or some even from the far distant, you know, not what I would class as core Europeans, mainly, you know, Eastern Europe, haven't got big leagues. So the people that aren't even involved from Spain, Italy, France, Germany, you know, none of these chairmans represent the countries of their clubs, and they came in and thought it was okay. He thought it was okay to make this decision, and I'm just so glad. I'm so glad for national football alone that this has been squashed and stamped on in its tracks. And who knows now? This may well be the watershed moment for football. Let's hope now that fans, you know, there's real regulations from governments, that people start to realise this sport is nothing without its fans. And international football as well is something to be cherished. You know, I do think if this had carried on, it'd have been a very interesting situation. What players would have come out in support of the England national team? You know, said, I'm not playing for my club because it means I can't play for me. I'm not sure. I can't say. You know, the clubs pay their wages, but I've got a feeling it wouldn't have been that many. But then I've got a feeling some maybe would have done. I don't know. But the fact is that they risked that and made players make that choice almost was disgusting. But anyway, I mean, it's a very, very short video this time, guys. Thank you for listening. Please leave a comment below on your thoughts of the European Super League, and please let me know what you want to see from this channel. Like I said, I'm going to base it always on England internationals and England national team. This is why I've done this video, because it almost risked our national team. But please let me know what you'd like from these videos. Thank you very much for your support. See you again soon.